name is Ms. Rosita from 21st Century. Today we will learn about a multiplication strategy called lattice multiplication. However, as we already know, we have to first go through the words of the day. The first word of the day is factor, which refers to the numbers that are multiplied together to get a product. And the second word of the day is product, which refers to the answer you get when you multiply two factors together. Now we will begin working on our first problem with using this strategy, the problem 52 multiplied by 9. We will begin by drawing in our rectangle and dividing it in two. You will know why it's this amount of squares, and then the lines dividing those squares. So right here we have put 52 first. It doesn't really matter on which side it goes, as long as each side has its square. So 5 has its square, 2 has its square, and the number that's going to be on here has enough squares, which will be 9. And now what we will do is that we will multiply like this, 5 multiplied by 9, and the answer will be right here. And then 9 multiplied by 2, the answer will be right here in these two squares. This one right here will be for the tens, and right here for the ones. So the first thing we're gonna multiply is 5, and 9. 5 multiplied by 9 is 45, and now 9 multiplied by 2 is 18. And this is why it's important to have these lines right here, because they will help us with putting the answer at the end. I'll show you how. So on this line right here, it's just for this right here. So from here, these lines, whatever's inside, we're going to add. Therefore, on this line right here, it's only 8. So we pull down 8, and that's the first number we came up with. And now we're going to add these two right here, which the answer is 6. And then this right here, the answer is 4. Therefore, the answer is 468. Now we'll continue on to a slightly bigger problem than the one we did last time, which is 49 multiplied by 63. We're going to do a rectangle and divide it based on the numbers we have. So it's say 49 and 63, so we need enough space for both of the numbers. So it doesn't really matter on which side either of the numbers are. Therefore, we can put 49 right there and 63 right there. Now we will multiply the numbers. So on this space right here, it's going to be 64. As you already know, the 10s go right here and the 1s go right here. So 6 times 4 is 24. Now we can move on to 6 multiplied by 9, which is 54. And then 3 multiplied by 4, which is 12. And 3 multiplied by 9 is 27. Now we can move on to adding the numbers. So right here, there's nothing really to add 7 to, so it's just going to be 7. And then on this line right here, we have 4 plus 2 plus 2, which is 8. And then on the next one, pay close attention because this was a little bit tricky. It's going to be 5 plus 4 and plus 1, which is 10. But we only have room on this line right here for one number. So it's going to be a 0 here, and then the 1 for the 10 right there. So when we add this one right here, it's going to be 2 plus 1, which is 3. which leads us to that 49 multiplied by 63 is 3087. Whoa, that's a big number. On to a slightly bigger and scarier number, but everything's possible with this strategy. Any number, any size, you can do it with this strategy. It's way simpler. I'll show you. So the number will be 735 multiplied by 92. I know, scary. Now we'll begin in by drawing our rectangle with its lines. And now we can put 735 there because there's 3 spaces for it. And on the other side 92 because there's 2 spaces for it. Now we can begin in by multiplying our numbers. Therefore, 7 multiplied by 9 is 63. 9 multiplied by 3 is 27. 9 multiplied by 5 is 45. 2 multiplied by 7 is 14. 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. 2 multiplied by 5 is 10. Now, we can move on to the simpler step, which is just adding. Right here, we have nothing to add the 0 to, so it's just going to stay at 0. On the next one, it's going to be 5 plus 1 plus 6, which is 12. So it's going to be a 2 there and the 1 over here for the tens place. So it's on this one right here, it's going to be 1 plus 4 plus 7 plus 0 plus 4, which is 16. So 6 goes there and the 1 goes there. So on this one's going to be 2 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1, which is 7. And then the next one is just alone, so it just stays at 6. Therefore, the answer to 735 multiplied by 92 is 67,620. New to the biggest problem we will work with in this video. The problem is 593 multiplied by 735. I know, big number. But as we did with the problems before, we're going to make our rectangle, going to make our squares and the lines, and now we will put 593 on the top and 735 on the side. Now we can begin by multiplying the smaller numbers. So 5 times 7 is 35. 5 times 3 is 15. 5 times 5 is 25. 9 times 7 is 63. 9 times 3 is 27. 9 times 5 is 45. 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 5 is 15. Now we can begin by using our lines. This one right here. See, 5 is alone, so it's just going to be 5. On the next one, it's 9 plus 1 plus 5. That would be 15. So the 5 goes there and the 1 goes over here. The next one is, whoa, that's a lot of numbers to add. Let's see. 1 plus 1 plus 0 plus 7 plus 4 plus 5. That is 18. So then we will add another one over here. So on the next one, it will be 2 plus 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus 5 plus 2, which is 15. So then we will add the 1 over here from the 15. So then on this one right here, it will be 6 plus 1 plus 5 plus 1, which is 13. So then another one over here for the tens. And then, well, right here it's just going to be 3 plus 1, which is 4. Therefore, our answer for 593 multiplied by 735 is, whoa, 435,855. After we worked through those 3 problems using that strategy. I hope you're feeling a lot more comfortable with this strategy and is something that you're willing to do, which brings me to my questions for the video, which are: what strategy for multiplication do you currently use, and what other strategies for multiplication is there? I know there's many different ways that people can multiply, and this lattice multiplication is the way I like to multiply, but there's so many other different methods and strategies that I want to know. What other strategies do you know that there is? Hopefully this strategy becomes helpful to you. I really hope that it's something that you can see yourself using in the future for multiplication, a simpler strategy for multiplication. And until next time, hope you like this video.